What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I seen the title was going down. Make sure y'all hit that like with the subscribe button for me, please. Y'all seen the title? Let's get into it, y'all.
You were inserted, even though you were the vice president, and it was the Biden-Harris administration. You had folks who are independent. I'm not talking about those on the right, and I'm not talking about those on the left, just independents, who said, wait a minute. She didn't experience a primary either. And the last time we saw her in a primary was 4 years ago, and she didn't even make it to Iowa. They used that as an excuse to point to her level of inexperience. Then you got the war in Russia and Ukraine. You got the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, Hamas and Hezbollah and all of that stuff. And you had Trump using codes. Look, do you want her? Where is she? Where's the interviews? Where's she showing herself? Where's
I feel like honestly, I get him saying Trump using codes, but Trump really didn't have to use codes because people out there that has common sense, I'm gonna be real, and this is not to shoot Trump down. This is not to shoot, anybody down at all. It's just a simple fact of common sense. You heard him just say she was inserted, didn't experience, like nothing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you have that no help, and I don't care what nobody says. Being a vice president, you're a vice president for a reason. You just don't have that name. I'm tired of people saying, oh, she was a vice president. There's nothing that she could do. Biden literally said himself out of his own mouth, sitting in Stephen A. Smith chair, literally on The View, and says everything that I've done, Kamala, we was on it together, the whole 4 years. So my thing is, people that sitting there making up excuses and saying, oh, Kamala, she's not in the power to do this. She didn't do. Yes, she did everything. So common sense literally tells you that although, what Stephen A. Smith is saying, people seen that she wasn't for her to be president. Like, that's common sense. Everything's common sense. So I can't really just say Trump was sending out codes or whatever he's trying to, to everybody. Do you want to vote for this and all this is going on, or do you want to vote for her? I feel like a lot of people already seen it regardless. And it didn't take Trump. It's just more so of common sense of boom. Look at all this is going on, with her. She's not doing interviews. We didn't had a whole different videos literally of her not doing interviews. And when she did interviews, she didn't answer questions. She answered questions in word salad. She didn't do the right thing. I literally seen a video of Charleston White yesterday, and he made sense to me. You know what I mean? He said, and then we're going to get back to the video. I know that y'all don't like hearing them talk anyways, so I'm going to talk. But he literally said on the video, he was like, I'm going to tell y'all something that she did wrong too. And he was explaining that she had different rappers. They say, they were dancers. We know what, one of the women that spoke at her rallies, he used her as an example, and, different other women of rappers, instead of using women that are great speakers, women that are, real respectful of themselves and to other, instead of doing that, she went the other route and really played in a lot of, me personally. And what I don't get is that she played in a lot of black women's faces. That's to me. In a lot of women's faces, of course, but I'm saying black women because she used Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla. She used all these people. And me personally, how I look at it is that she could have done a lot more. I won't say that in a sense that could have won her, the presidency, but it would have done a little better for her, just the way that she took it. And it was just straight on to, oh, we about to put out, this rapper or Beyonce or this, it was more so that, and it's not a good look. It wasn't a good look for, as Stephen A. Smith say, independent people. It wasn't a good look for Democrats. It wasn't a good look for, a lot of people, but then again, there were some women that actually, for some odd reason, just loves Kamala, even some men. So I can't even, I just had to say that though. I'm going to let the video play.
Showing herself.
I'm sorry.
Where's the tough questions? Where's the interrogation? And he leaned on certain things. And you knew people were going to gravitate to that because right now, as divided as our country is, fear comes associated with that. And because that fear was there, he fed off of it.
Yeah.
And people bought it, hook, line, and sinker.
fashion
And that's why he's the
generally
president.
And Stephen, let me ask you, because I agree on all counts. There's a lot to unpack of what kind of went wrong for Democrats here. I think a factor is the working class feeling left behind, not reaching out to rural Americans. But what do you identify as what Democrats got wrong? And it seems like you agree Biden maybe should have stepped aside sooner.
He definitely should have stepped aside. I said it a year ago. I was on camera. Everybody was getting on me. I said a year ago, he needs to step aside.
You took some heat.
You remember.
But that's what I'm saying right here, y'all. These ladies never take accountability for anything. They never take accountability, and they never sit there and actually like be real. Those women that was sitting there, I have videos of them saying Biden, he's the best. He's the best president. Even Sonny, he's the best president that we've had. He don't need to step off. He don't need to do this and do that. And then all of a sudden, everybody want to switch around. Biden needs to step aside. But people been saying it. But when people were saying that, it's you're wrong. He's good. He's this. Bro, come on, bro. It's crazy to me.
Though that he said, does everybody remember he originally said he was just going to do it for 4
That's
years?
right. That's what I brought up.
Right. And did you think that once you know who stepped in, he said, well, there's nobody.
Man, she keep on saying you know who. Like, come on, Whoopi. That's the immaturity right there.
He said, well, there's nobody. We don't have anybody.
Well, the point is that
right.
It's not about who you're going up against when you know you're not what you used to be. And see, this is where covering sports puts me at a distinct advantage. I cover people every day where it's time for you to go, but you're holding on and you don't want to leave. People who cover the world of sports are accustomed to seeing that all the time. And so now here you are, to answer your question directly, you are the left, you leaned and you were a prisoner to the extreme left in a lot of people's eyes. Well, guess what? Most of America doesn't operate on the fringes. Whether you're left or you're right, you're relatively centrist. You believe in compromise, negotiation, working with one another. Nobody gets to get everything they want. The problem is those on the fringes continuously push for you to get everything you want.
Yeah.
They're not about getting things done. They're about getting their way. And if they're not going to get their way, they're about complaining and griping about it because they understand that when you are operating based off of grievance, that's usually what provokes you to get to the polls. And that is why they don't mind feeling aggrieved and displaying and disseminating that kind of message because they know people are going to gravitate to that. And as a result, that might get them to the polls, you thinking you're going to get what you want as a result of it. And in this particular case, the Republicans were right.
So
it
you
worked.
think the Republicans are sort of an extreme fringe party?
No,
at
I
this
don't.
point?
I don't think that they're an extreme fringe party. I think that they're operating against those they believe are extreme on the left. Like, for example, when you talk about the LGBTQ community, I'm a fiscal conservative and I'm a social liberal. I'm fiscal with my dollars. I ain't apologizing for not wanting to pay high taxes to anybody. I'm not apologizing for that, right? But outside of that, I'm pretty liberal. Live and let live, okay? But you had folks on the left that were introducing some things when we got in the whole transgender issue, and they were talking about bathrooms, or they were talking about males transitioning to females and competing against girls in sports and stuff like that. These
That's
are
less than 1% of the population.
I understand that,
But you know,
Man, listen, y'all. Listen. I don't care what nobody say, bro. There is no excuse why, the trans, whatever, I don't want to be mean, why they're in women's sports, bro. I seen the Olympics and covered it and stuff like that, of what happened with that, issue and, other sports. There is no excuse why that should even happen, bro. I don't support that, and I'm not with that at all, bro. I have 2 daughters, bro. And I don't care. I might get hate for this, anything, bro. I don't want, if my daughter she want to become and she wants to, do boxing or she wants to play basketball, bro, I'm telling y'all right now, bro, I be trying to keep my cool sometimes, bro. My daughter, man, what? You talking about against a man? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You talking about to get against a man, bro. We seen that the boxing when they so called, oh yeah, that's a woman that, bruh, tore that woman to Pete. Like, that's sad, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, that's my daughter, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. I don't even think I could even put, my daughter in that position, honestly. And I can't tell her, and they get that age, and they, that woman was in the Olympics and, things of, in this different sports that this happened. You really can't, say that, you can care, like, I don't think this the right move. But at the same time, like, I just don't see that. I don't support that at all, bro. And there's no, Sunny is literally the problem. She is the problem of why Kamala lost that bad, bro. It goes to show how bitter and how messed up, these women can be, especially, Sunny and her attitude. The way that she says things, the way that she does things, is really messed up. And honestly, it's more so the reason, on why people are thinking the way that they do. When you have ladies like this that's giving out false information, giving out lies, constantly just bashing Trump, is sickening. And honestly, me personally, I don't know. Like, I try to watch what I say on here, but I don't see how this show is still going. Like, I just, and that's me. And I don't, no. I'll be trying to watch what I say, but I'm being for real. I don't see how. Honestly, I really don't see how. But definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Sorry for the late uploads. Catch y'all next one.